All right, we should be up and running, folks. Hello, Internet. How we doing? Ooh, return over dense, $12 on Steam. Nice. We're doing the Fortnife tonight before we talk about the Persona 4 anime, and then you get to find out whatever new thing we're doing for TGSR after that. Don't mind me at this exact moment. Apparently, I was like, where's the Gavon Infinity stuff? Where's that Gavon Infinity candy toy blog? Oh, there's a Gavon Infinity Sentai ring. Video of the DX toy. Guess we'll talk about that. We'll see if the blog pops up. Up, there's the blog. All right. What I was trying to do was, before we get to Fortnite, some stuff to talk about. So I don't remember if I did this yesterday. It was a real quick Soto blog, so I might have. I don't remember, but I'm going to do it again. They're throwing in Gun and Wolf, which are Nox's two like sub-weapon Capsium things, or Capsium forms, into AI, or not AI3, Zets 3, basically. AI was the 0-1 waves. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, there's Gun. Looks nice. And there is Wolf, which is a sword arm. Looks nice as well. I'm not sure what the specific condition is, because I know his Capsiums have this inner, like, lenticular aspect where they do flash between these two images for both of them. I'm not sure which one's supposed to be the default. I think the rights are the defaults and the lefts are the ones that are temporary. But in any case, you could choose any of the 6 to show. And the best part is they are in the box with Nox. So if you just wanted Nox stuff, it's right there, all in one box. Yeah, that was basically it. And here's finally the Sentai blog. Or I guess the Gavon blog now. Even though you can't see it, because I don't have that part captured, but this Gavon Infinity for the DX toys is still technically under Sentai. Is that the Sentai tag? Yeah, that's the Sentai tag. So it's still, they are still treating this as a subsect of Sentai, basically. Yeah, here's the mini blog, Gavon Infinity blog that just came out. So first, Candy Toy Inner Gems? Not Inner Gems, that's a Inner Gems, that's a title charts thing. Emo Gems, or Emo Gems, I think is the technical term for it. They're emotions. They're these little bottle things that have, or they're charged with various emotions. They're a transformation device / gimmick for the season, for the show. So I guess there's a sad one. There's a loved one. There's a drained, sad one. And then more to be seen. Mini plot wise. There's our main bot. He looks nice. He turns into Gun. That's our transformation device. He is also technically the ship. There's the sword. They become a jet. That does work with the mini plot. Actually, I think that's the entry one. I think that's technically the entry. That's not the mini plot. That's the entry kit. Or no, that says mini plot. That is mini plot, but this is, I think, the entry version of it. It's like an entry grade, I guess, Gundam terminology wise. And then there's drill. Drill tank. Does work with mini plot as well. Oh, so there's one that's mech, and then there's one that's gun and ship. And then proper mini plot is here. These actually came out a little early because the P-Bandai link went out early. So we got advanced images on these. So there's the mini plot. It looks nice. Nice and postable. Probably more postable than the DX toy, as per usual. There's gun mode. There's ship mode. There's it with that entry grade Zord. Or sword, not Zord. Technically Zord, but not really. There's with it equipped. There's the drill. And it equipped. There is Crane, I believe is what it's called. This is with the proper mini plot set. There's it, various equips. I guess it doubles as a gun. And then there is laser. Which looks very gun-shaped. I don't know if it's like a secondary gun that you can use. But it also has a satellite. There's it equipped to the ship and equipped to the mech. There's your layout. GCR, I believe, is the name of the mech. There's an all-in-one box. And Yudo tees. Oh, they're getting a commercial for the mini plot. Nice. But I assume that's a Yudo tease because I think we got something that said Yudo was going to continue on. I forget if it was a leak or if it was like a product listing or a copyright. It was something basically saying Yudo lives and will continue. And then Gabon Infinity figures will be under Yudo for Candy Toy, which, all right, cool. That's fine. And then here's the DX toy stuff. So again, that same mech. And all its modes and stuff. There's inserting the thing to do stuff. There's a transform. I love how the mini plot covers up the clip. Like the clip is not there in the mini plot, but the clip is there for the DX toy and in the show. There's the sword one. Oh, it is a little mini weapon. So, crane. Oh, these are actual weapons that they use. Okay. Okay, I was wondering if that would be the case. And then there's satellite that does the go with the gun. And then there's the three of them equipped. I wonder if they're all supposed to be reds or if they will go out to the other folks. There's the video. And there's your fancy schmancy bonus. of a Sentai ring for Gavon Infinity. But I think if you like pre-purchase, you get it. And the fancy box set of the changer and Gavrion Saber. It's a nice slipcover. But yeah. I have some hopes since it is Boom Boonger's writer that's doing the show. I enjoyed Boom Boonger, but we'll see how this goes. I watched the trailer last night, or actually this morning, not last night, this morning. I apparently was like half asleep after we got the streaming because I accidentally exported the streams for last night to go public instead of private, so I had to re-private them after they went out. So if you saw that on the YouTube and wondered where they went back to private so they can go out tomorrow as they're supposed to. But yeah, we'll see how Gavon Infinity goes. I have hopes, but those first 3 episodes will determine if I'm sticking around or if I'm just not watching the thing in the Sentai slot for a year. I am gonna give Pretty Cure a shot, another shot this year, because they're doing that apparently a detective themed Pretty Cure show, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I enjoyed Sky Pretty Cure. Like, I was on board on it. It wasn't like the most amazing thing in the world, but I enjoyed it well enough. And it's like, we're doing detective theme. And I go, all right, cool, I'm on board. It feels like the best way for me to like treat Pretty Cure is just like, if the theming is right, I will hop in for a season and then just watch that season and be done for a while. I think my only sad part is like, Yudo lives. I go, why can't you be the same size as Soto and Shoto? Why can't you just be in that realm? Why do you have to be so much taller than Soto and Shoto? Damn it. Give. Oh, there it is. I feel like the show will benefit, you know, in its desire to do like a wave at the start of the show, a wave or two at the start of the show, and then never again. Because it's like, well, there's only going to be like 8 things, so that should be in 2 waves. Hooray! I thought I didn't turn on my mic stuff. Making the mini plot cheap, apparently. It's only like 15 bucks for the whole set. I forget what mini plot is normally, but that's definitely on the cheaper side. It's like, granted, it looks like it's just gonna be like one main robot with a bunch of like add-on friends. Basic action figures. The sausage links, as usual, or fish links, I think. Oh, the good news is, one of our Gavons is not only it's a girl, but they seemingly are a 2-in-1 situation where it's a double situation where it's like one is the main body and the other one hops in psychic style, like Philip. I'm like, alright, cool, sure. It's all somehow we've ended up with a 50-50 balance of male and female cast members. After Sentai being like, you get like one female ranger per season. So it's pretty balanced out. Yeah, I have hopes for Gavon Infinity. We'll see how it goes. Confusing. Get back in there. Now, tame. Tame, please. Also, just hear the it's not really sad, but just like, well, so much for the, I guess, the Musume crowd, because apparently, like, the Broncos have made to like the next round of like the playoffs in the NFL, but their main quarterback got injured. So it's like, well, they're out. Ow. Ow, fuck. Oh, they were just all over us there. Yep, we're down to 3. Great. Ballistic is going, how it does, I thought. That was teammate. Now it's down to 2 of us. Great. Okay, great. Hey, Spidey, how's it going? I didn't even get that grenade out of my hand before they shot me. Yeah. Shit. Just gotta call the vote. They're fine. is there three different... Why do we have three different model kit versions of the same robot? That seems excessive. Apparently, there's now a third different model kit for Gabon Infinity's robot. We have like the entry grade, like candy toy kit, the mini plot kit, and now this plot. What did someone call it? Plot Deluxe Neo version. Fucking okay, sure. Let me get a little stand for the Blurbos. And whatever the hell this is supposed to be figure-wise. What is this? I can scale figure. I think I saw something about that. I kind of just shrug and go, well, there's a reason they will take me to Windows 11 kicking and screaming. Also, I was saying, when you write half your code with AI, this is what happens. I'm pretty sure the entire reason that article exists is because in one singular, I think it's like either one of or the behind the scenes video about the last season of Stranger Things, in one specific scene of it, you can clearly see ChatGPT open on one of the writers' laptops. I don't know who of the writers, I don't remember. But that's what happens. That's why there's that question of, like, did they write it with ChatGPT? That is the entire reason that is being asked. Besides, apparently the finale being not great and people looking for a reason to explain why it's not great. Which normally in a situation like this before we had AI bullshit to deal with, was just a case of did the writers just shit the bed at the end, which 9 times out of 10 kind of. Did the creatives involved shit the bed at the end? Yeah, sometimes that happens. More than I think anyone cares to admit, especially the creatives, of just like, oops, we shat the bed at the end. A stat boost pad, just barely. Was it not doing great for you anymore? that was an edge up. Yep. Fuck that up. I bit the bullet today and picked up here's a place to get EXP gold and the like for Time Stranger, because I feel like I put myself in a position where I'm just like not at the right point level wise that the game expects me to be at, and I think it's entirely my fault. Because up until this point, I felt like I was lockstep with the difficulty curve in terms of where I should be level-wise. And then I think I fucked around with Digivolutions too much, going up and down Digivolution trees and resetting my levels in the process. And it fucked myself, basically. And didn't give myself an easy way to, like, regain levels. Because I was just getting nuked by bosses that when I definitely wasn't at any point earlier in the game, it was just like, ah, shit, I fucked myself. Let me unfuck myself by grabbing basically this little cheap DLC that just is like, all right, here's a area for you to grind some levels in. And by grind levels, it's just like you bop some enemies on the head and you get an item to just dump experience into specific Digimon. It does, fortunately, give me the opportunity to put together the team I wanted to play the game with. I've got 2/3 of it settled. I just need to get the third one cooperating stat-wise so I can get them on the team. I was way too early. But it's a team of 3 I kind of want to try to run the rest of the game with. We'll see how that goes, but I'll have like 3 others in reserve. As kind of like backup, basically. Because I'm also at the point where it's like, megas are on the table now. I can go to mega. I don't think I can go to what they call Mega Plus, which is like your Omnimons and the like. I'm still, I think, an agent level off for them, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, that's what Time Stranger calls them, is Mega Plus. I forget what Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory had them as. But the problem is like there's technically there really isn't a Mega Plus designation in Digimon because they are all of the Mega level. So it's more of a, we just need to designate these slightly differently because they are kind of that step up. Well, the Mega Pluses are for your Omnimons, I would assume Burst Mode from Savers is Mega Plus as well. And I would assume like Hydramon Paladin mode is Mega Plus. Not necessarily all fusions. Like, I assume the DNA Digivolutions from 0-2 are not Mega Plus. They're just regular Mega. But, like, it's for the really fancy, unique ones. Is basically the Mega Plus designation. I can look that up after this race and see what... Not just what Cybersooth calls them. Let me pull that up. There is one website I found that just has a database, a nice, easy database. All right, so just to kind of explain how Digivolution works in Time Stranger, and by extension, like Cybersooth and Hacker's Memory. I'll just grab a Polymon here for an example. Your Megas are basically the endpoints of your Digivolution trees. And your Digivolution trees are a bit big, depending on the ones. Because a Polymon here, for example, he can come from both Volcanamon and Flaremon. But then Volcanamon, you can get to him through Golemon, Starmon, Nanimon, Fugamon, and then say Golemon, for example, you can get to Golemon through Goblimon, Goatsmon, Armadillomon. You get the idea. Digivolution is very like freeform, where you can take a Digimon and go up a lot of different trees with them, depending on like stats and stuff. It's not like Pokemon where it's just like Bulbasaur becomes Ivysaur becomes Venusaur, and that's the start and end of it. There is very rarely branches within Pokemon evolution. In Digimon evolution or Digivolution, there's branches for days, because basically any Digimon can become any other Digimon given the circumstances. But yeah, for the most part, your Megas are basically your endpoints. These are your big fancy, more or less the main Digimon at their highest levels. But then you have, as Time Stranger puts it, Mega Plus. So for the most part, all of these are either like fusions of two Mega Digimon, basically. So they use the Apollomon example again. If you have Apollomon and Dynamon, you can fuse them together to create Grace Novamon. And that's considered Mega Plus. It's two Megas slammed together. And that's the same with a lot of these. There is specific examples, like Imperialdramon Paladin mode here is just one, like a Mega Digimon going a step up. The burst modes. Specific like mode changes for Megas are considered Mega Plus because they go a step up in terms of power, basically. That's kind of the idea. What did... What did Cybersmith and Hackers Memory call them? They called them Ultras. In that game, they were considered Ultras. But that's just the same idea. There's... I don't believe there is really one official term for Digimon of this caliber. I think within the context of the card game, they're all still level 6s, regardless of if they're these mega pluses or like megas, ultras. It's all the same level. I think Omnimon was the only one. Unfortunately, there's also like there's now like several variants of Omnimon. You now have different flavors of Omnimon now. Now you get Omnimon reversed weapons. Because now the Garurumon is the sword and the Greymon is the gun. Then you have vanilla but evil. Because it uses Crest Garurumon and is it Rise Greymon? Let me back up real quick. Blitz Greymon. It uses Blitz Greymon and Crest Garurumon, which are new variant megas for your Agumon, Gabumon line, basically. So now Greymon has guns, and Garurumon has a spear. Therefore, they have swapped weapons. But then you have, of course, Vanilla Omnimon, but evil. You have Reverse Weapon Omnimon, but evil. Gold. It's just gold. That is all that is. It is gold and purple. But then you also have Vanilla Omnimon Evil, and also had a rough day. Because that's what Sword David is, apparently. But also you get Chaosmon, who is somebody wanted two Digimon wanted to be Omnimon, and so they made their own version of Omnimon. Just for reference, Chaosmon is made up of Boncholeomon and Draketramon, who are two Digimon who have nothing to do with each other, but have been slammed together into something resembling an Omnimon. Because reasons, I don't remember. Those are apparently two of the good ones. I have not played those. But you also get Apollomon and Lunamon in there, which is what gets you to Grace Novamon. I really enjoy Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory, or the Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, like, bundle, basically. I just think the ABI stats dumb and an arbitrary lockout for Digivolution stuff. And Time Stranger improves by just getting rid of that. And doing a lot to make Digivolution, like, easier to accomplish across the board. Because, like, not only do you have the ability to just go, hey, Digimon of these different levels get, or these different stages get more experience in general. You can also go, if they have these different personality traits, which is kind of how, like, one of their, like, deciders on how they lock out certain Digivolution paths to you. They get more experience and also specific stats. You also get, like, little things that just go, yeah, we're lowering the stat requirement by, like, so much. So, like, you reach a point where you're lowering the requirement, but you're bumping the baseline stats of your Digimon. So you just reach the point where I think I'm at, like, mid to late game in there, where I can basically take a Digimon from its, like, most basic level and be able to take it through any tree I want automatically up through at least champion, sometimes ultimate. I can just, from level 1 across the board, just digivolve them straight up to ultimate. Without having to, like, throw experience on them to get certain stats up. But yeah, I highly recommend checking them out. They're also not really grindy, I don't think. Like I said, I've ran into walls with Time Stranger, but it's my fault for being stupid. I don't think I ever really hit a wall in Cyber Sleuth. Or in Hacker's Memory, even. I don't remember hitting a wall in either of them. Is no one playing Rocket Racing? Bop the wall. Too wide. Place. I forgot. Be perfectly honest. Still second there. And I love the talk I saw on the Discord about Radiant Dawn, since folks are playing Path of Radiance, and God, Radiant. I feel like I remember watching a video about Radiant Dawn. And it was talk of the development of that game. But I don't remember the details about it when it came to Radiant Dawn. I think they said that Radiant Dawn is a lot of the leftover stuff from Path of Radiance when they kind of broke the game up into two. And they just kept adding stuff onto Radiant Dawn until it basically became what it was. But like, God, Radiant Dawn is It is not bad on a character and story front necessarily. But it is, oh god, I didn't know I was in the air. But it is rough on a gameplay level. Because it is a I wouldn't call it an extra because in that sense, because it does follow up on specific things from Path of Radiance that are, I don't know if it's set up is the best word for it, but they're the elements in Path of Radiance that game doesn't fully capitalize on, just because of the nature of that story. And like why it gets into some of the spoilers about it in Radiant Dawn, which I need to not be in the middle of the race to explain because it's a bit much. But yeah, no, Radiant Dawn is a proper sequel to Path of Radiance and like picks up from that game. It's just how the game is formatted on a gameplay level. It just makes it rough to play through. It's why when I played through it on stream, and I think it's all out publicly on the YouTube now, I modded the game to buff basically all the playable units in that game to like ease that game, especially early on, because like the first group you play with in Radiant Dawn, they're not good stat-wise. They are, to be perfectly honest, the worst units in the game, and you are stuck basically the entire first part of that game, of 4, mind you, with them. And they all suck. Which blows as well, because Micaiah is, I think she was like the first, or not necessarily the first, but she was like, no, she was the first female mage lord in Fire Emblem history at that time. And she just kind of sucks. Like, she's not like the worst unit in that game, but like, it kind of sucks when it's like, well, I'm a mage unit, which means I can output damage, but I'm squishy as fuck, and I'm the main character. Okay, so let me back out so I can try to explain this. Bear in mind, this will be spoilers for Path Radiance and Radiant Dawn. So, in the context of both games, the Fire Emblem, because hello, I get to, I'm talking it's Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn spoilers. Kind of explain why Radiant Dawn is like not an extra, but like a good sequel.
Okay.
So, all of the Fire Emblem games have a Fire Emblem. Has something called the Fire Emblem that is important to the plot of those games. But what the Fire Emblem is different depending on the game. Sometimes it's a shield, sometimes it's a jewel. In the case of Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawns, it's a medallion that is the seal on a goddess that if she wakes up, she will destroy the world. Because you have sinned, therefore die. That's like the simple version of it, but that's the basics. So the entirety, yeah, no, like what happens in Radiant Dawn, okay, need to get there first. So the goddess got sealed in this medallion. I forget the entire backstory there. But the only way she can be unsealed is if the entirety of Teleus, which is the continent for Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, is at war. If war breaks off the entire continent, then the goddess will get released. Therefore, doom to everyone. That's what almost happens in Path of Radiance. That's actually what Ashnard is after in Path of Radiance. He wants the entire continent at war because the goddess basically started whispering nonsense to him, and he was like, I want to burn the world to the ground. That sounds like a cool idea. That almost happens. But Ike and crew stop before it fully breaks out. Radiant Dawn, on the other hand, is basically take two on that idea by the bad guys of that game. And oops, the goddess got released, and then everyone got turned into statues. Except for the good guys who got protected because of, I think, Charon magic, basically. I don't remember that part. But that's why Radiant Dawn is a proper sequel, because it does take that idea that is set up in Path of Radiance of this is the medallion that Mist has that glows as conflict breaks out more and more and more, and goes, so that's what was in the medallion and why it was important that that didn't get, broke. Anywho.
Don't mind me. I'm trying to fix the mic because for some stupid reason, even though it has no correlation with it, it is trying to light up when you're talking and only when you're talking, and I don't understand why.
That's incredibly specifically stupid.
Yep. Because I completely pulled up the tester in Discord, and yeah, when I can't hear you, it's not picking up, so I don't understand what Discord's doing.
Yeah, like, the problem with Radiant Dawn is, gameplay-wise, is...
I wait until Windows tells me that I have to do it, or it's going to make me do it anyhow. And then I'm like, fine, you can do it now.
But the reason Radiant Dawn is rough to play with is because it's split into 4 parts that are several chapters each. So, like, the basic example I can give is, imagine 3 houses, and it's 2 halves. You split those 2 halves into 2 more halves, so you get 4 sections of a game, and you basically play in the first 3 parts of that game as each of the different houses, just them, and then the 4th part you get to mix all 3 houses together. That's what happens in Radiant Dawn. And that's why it's rough to play, because you just go, all right, I'm playing as this one set of units for like 10 or 12 chapters, and then you completely swap to a new set of units at a specific level for the next like 8 to 9 chapters, and then it's a third group for the next 8 to 9 chapters, and now you get to mix everybody together as everyone's just kind of jumbled up experience-wise, and you just hope that everybody's on par with each other by the end. It's why I buffed everybody's stats for my playthrough, because I didn't want to deal with that. It made the early game easy, like way easier, but it leveled out eventually. So how was your second experience with Persona in anime form?
I don't remember the other time, so I mean...
So an improvement.
I mean, we'll go with that.
It sounds like you were not that invested after 4 episodes.
Not really.
Fair enough.
Not really.
That is a fair statement. Is it?
and I think what did it for me on this one is the formulaic method that we have for these 4 episodes. And I understand it's because we got to set up a pretty decent sized cast, but boy, we have no gap between anything.
Yeah, I'll be honest, that's exactly how the game plays as well.
In a game form, that would be fine. In a show form, no, we need a little bit in between.
Mhm.
Instead of episodes start, we figure out who the focus character is, they get their persona, episode end. I literally feel like that's the only thing that is of note between each episode.
Yep. But and from the looks of it, episode 5 was the break episode because that's the one with the extra social links and stuff. So it's not the persona focused episode, but that's not one of the episodes we're watching.
That's why I'm like, if that's actually the case and that's how 5 is, why didn't we get that sprinkled in between? Cliffhangers are a thing for a reason.
I don't know, to be honest.
I mean, quite frankly, every one of the persona obtains could be good cliffhanger moments.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to feel like the show's only intent is simply to get people that probably weren't really invested in the game to now be invested in the game.
Yeah, because it's a shorter run through if you just watch the show instead of trying to play the entire game. From experience, yeah.
So at that point, make it more like a show instead of like the game.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem, unfortunately, with any Persona adaptation is them going, but we got to get the extra social link stuff in there because that's like part of the appeal of Persona. And I'm like, you know how much that's going to bog down the show, right? And the Persona 5 anime tries to excise that as well, but it also is dog shit in its own right because it's bad at adapting the main story material.
I feel like the social link stuff could still work because it would give that padding without it actually being padding.
Mm-hmm.
At least from a writer perspective. Because obviously they're wanting to showcase as much of the game as they can, so writing-wise, that has to be a part of it.
Yeah.
From a watching standpoint, it probably would bog it way down, not gonna lie. But from what they were intending to do, I feel like they could have sprinkled that in and maybe not do it with all the persona reveals, but at least it was like one of them. Whoops, I hit that way too early. I knew exactly what I did and tried to back off to course correct, but it was too late.
Oh, I didn't get to turn fast enough there.
I missed that boost. Alright. Hi. I was not realizing that I was going to drop right in front of you. And we've got a teleporter, so someone else has bad connection.
God damn it.
Oh boy! That was bad. That was really bad. That was really bad.
Oh, did you?
Okay, saved it.
Did you notice the voice actor thing I was telling you about yesterday?
Nope.
Oh, Yosuke is Yuri Lowenthal.
Huh. Did not catch that.
Fair. He's not. He's in a higher, I think, technically a higher register from his Spider-Man voice. But he's Yuri Lowenthal, and Yu Narukami is Johnny Young Bosch. Where, hey, he's at least going to get to do more voice lines than he does in the game because, Persona protagonists are silent protagonists, so the most Johnny Young Bosch got to say for the game was name a persona in grunt noises. He gets to be a character now.
So let's not do that a second time, because that was not fun.
Ah, damn. Oh, man.
Oh, I shouldn't have burned that other boost.
I just picked on there so bad. Also, I have a feeling your opinion about a certain character that we have gotten to spend 4 episodes with. But I am genuinely curious how you feel about them.
On light of how you said that, you're talking about Teddy, right?
Yes. Some people really hate Teddy. I don't mind Teddy.
I'm stuck between don't mind and hate. I'll be honest on that one.
I'll also admit, this is before we get into all the shenanigans that he's basically known for in the game. We get the start of it in the last episode, but all his shenanigans aren't until like after these 4 episodes, and I'm like, this is at least the best version of Teddy we can have for now.
Dang it, you still had a boost?
I just got
Did we almost tie?
Maybe?
It was a lot closer. Okay.
Yeah.
We were neck and neck right there at the end. That's why I was like, did we just almost tie?
Also, I got that boost in that last turn.
Like, I legitimately thought it was even closer than it was. Remember, yes. Play, no.
Which Far Cry is that one? I think, unfortunately, the Far Cries have blended together for me. So I don't know which one's 3. They've all just become a mush of, well, that's Far Cry. That's weird.
I was fixing to say I thought that was one of the best ones, kind of deal. Oh, you crashed. That is weird. I can't leave, so.
That's fine.
I was hoping I might could leave before the game actually started, but.
Oh, okay, I know which one's 3 now. How did you say Voss? I'm just like, oh yeah, that one.
Why did my sound just cut out? Windows, what did we do? Because I feel like that was a Windows issue, not a capture card issue. At least you don't have. This is an 8-track.
Darn.
At least you don't have to have sound for Rocket Racing, so. Might actually check and see if it'll let you join back in, because it's still got your car sitting on the track as if it was loaded.
I have not played any of the Dynasty Warrior Gundams, but I know that they exist and they are very good. Unless the Breakers games count as Dynasty Warrior Gundams, because they kind of are. In which case, yeah, I've played 2 of them. I've really enjoyed the last one they put out. I don't. Do they count as Dynasty Warrior games? They're kind of Dynasty Warriors adjacent in terms of they kind of play like I think those Dynasty Warrior ones can play. They're just less Dynasty Warriors coded. It says you are not in a game.
That's weird because I definitely still am.
Well, you're in the launcher, but you are not in a game. That's weird and dumb.
I think I did that though with me to you one time. Or it acted like you weren't in a match, you were just in the launcher kind of deal.
That sounds right. Let's let Rank it collect. Hey, free money.
Third. Okay. Did the lobby break?
Possible.
Because it wasn't a Windows messed with stuff. Really? It is the capture card that's doing it? That's interesting. That doesn't normally happen. That must not be the one for it.
And the error code it gave me and stuff was just like, check to see if the game is updated. It needs an update. And I go, yeah, I did that earlier today. Literally like 2 hours before I streamed. And it said there was no updates. Because it would have downloaded the update and applied it automatically. So I don't know what you're talking about. I checked again after the crash and it said everything was up to date. So I don't know. It being weird and dumb. Which doesn't surprise me one bit.
Okay. My game's gonna crash. Okay. I ran through everything else thinking that it wasn't Fortnite, just to hit the home button on the Switch, just to see, and I've got sound when I hit the home button. So it's Fortnite that's fixing to crash. So let's just go ahead and restart it. That would explain why the sound cut out in the middle of it then. Yep, there's the sound. Okay. I didn't figure both of ours was going to do it at the same time, but that works. True, Minesweeper does not have those issues.
I am glad someone in a Discord I'm in points to the problem with Fire Emblem Warriors' one's roster of being like, God, there is way too much Fates rep here. And I go, yeah, because they included all the main characters from that one, which is basically half the roster. Literally. And I do mean, literally, it is half the roster. Also, this is all the representation for in Fire Emblem Warriors 1 you get in terms of games. 3 of them. The first one, and then the most recent 2. It's basically Lynn and I forget her name, basically don't count because they're extra characters. You have to do side missions to get them. That's why I basically stare at anyone who's like, that first Fire Emblem Warriors is the better one. And I go, no, it's not. It is not a good representation for Fire Emblem across the board. Because the podcast I listened to, someone was playing Age of Imprisonment, and they were not happy with the roster because it's basically Zelda, Rauru, and then the sages that are now characters, and then a bunch of Glepshitos to fill out the roster.
Sounds about right.
Because they made it canon, therefore they can't do the time traveling stuff to bring in the future sages or the future champions like they did in Age of Calamity. Which, as someone in the chat pointed out to them, that's what people complained about with Age of Calamity, is that they did the time travel stuff to make it not canon to Breath of the Wild anymore. And they were like, fine, we'll make a proper prequel that's in canon. And, oh look, there's not really any characters. And then people complained. All I just go is like, fucking what do you want?
I just want Hyrule Warriors 2 proper.
Exactly. That's what they should do. To be honest, they should just
come up with their own story like they did with the first one and have fun. Make it a toy box.
Hear me out. You introduced Linkle. Just make Linkle the main character for a Hyrule Warriors 2. Do it. That way you just do whatever the fuck you want. Because she's not Link. So you can just do whatever. It won't matter. Link can be in there as well, but Linkle's the main character.
Or plot twist. Might make Linkle the reason why all the other Zelda characters are in the game. Because of some dumb shenanigan that Linkle ran into on accident.
I mean, that is her exact character. Is her dumb compass goes, well, the plot's this way, you're going this way. And Linkle just goes, I guess I'm going this way. That's not north. I'm trying to go north, but I guess I'm following the dumb magic compass.
We had other people landing over this direction, by the way.
I know.
Okay. Footstep? No, glider.
Yeah.
Are you in the middle of a fight?
Trying to be in the middle of a fight. Damn it. Ow. Hurley got me. Turn around behind you.
Piss off.
Coming up over the cliff.
Still footsteps.
they're down on the right. Coming up.
Oh my god.
Sir.
Sir.
Sir. There's a reboot van across the street. Sir, I couldn't shoot at you.
Why? What was that?
I don't know! Like, one person was already showing bot behavior, which is why I downed them.
Also, of course, I would wind up running out of ammo in the AR when I didn't need to. Excuse me?
Reboot van?
It's saying press X. But X is my inventory game.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, whatever. I don't know what I did, but I didn't do anything.
Hooray, I'm being rebooted.
I'm literally hitting no button on my controller right now, but it's doing it, so whatever.
Booting.
Whatever. That worked. Don't care. Don't know what that was all about. There's a shotgun over here. Not that one. That one. There's a shield potion over there. Hey, it actually marked it. Oh, and there's a thing for marking healing items. Okay, good to know.
Should get me the rest
Actually,
of the way.
there's the thing for marking healing items. Hold on one second here. Alright. Got that done. That was one of those, wait just a second, I've got healing items in my hand. Darn, we need 600 to hire a buddy.
I'm at 438.
I'm at 349. Can you drop gold? You can.
Yes, I will drop you gold.
Or I can drop you, either way. Does not matter.
I'll drop.
As long as one of us can. As long as one of us can get it, that is all that matters. Come with us. Also, she's got twin shotguns. That will be helpful.
Yes.
Let's do it that way. Okay. Oh, you're full shield. Okay.
Yeah. I found small shields in the house I was in.
I was fixing to mark the small shield again, in case you didn't see it.
I found a couple for myself, and the Serp used to finish me off.
I've got bandages, so if you want to pick that up as extra.
I will. I'll just drop my med kit.
Medkit's actually more beneficial than bandages. Because they can full heal you.
Okay, I'll just pick those back up.
Yeah. We'll just hang on to both then. Having the 50 shields is enough kind of deal. I just didn't know if you had anything. Yeah, that's the way to the circle. I don't need to go that way. I saw chest, I was going to go get chest, and then I saw circle closing and said, and about that. It's quiet. Too quiet.
Yeah, we murdered everybody.
Yeah, all 3 people. That's what's got me puzzled.
4. I downed 2. Oh, technically
You
I
did
down.
down 2?
Yeah, well, no, I down 3, actually. I did a bot, I think I did a person across the street, and then the person that came up on me, and then the shotgun person got me.
Gunshots? Close. The far left are close. The other 2 are not.
They are all fighting at the gas station.
Yep, and I'm starting it. Because I'm that stupid. Okay. I helped with the one that went down. There's a team there behind that tree.
Yeah, I got their teammate a bit.
I busted someone. Oh, God. Busted the second shield.
Ow.
Ow. I took one. The other one took me.
Can't see him from here.
Behind the rock that I'm at. He's fixing to get his teammate up. Oh, God. He's still there. He's still there.
Ah, shit.
Yep. We were taking too long on it.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to happen. I'm gonna unlock this set first since it's got V-Bucks right there.
Oh, I see the healing items west now.
Got 2 gliders on my 6. Fancy chest. Mine. Oh,
Person's landing
I'm
at
sure
that
that marks me.
back building.
I'm sure that marks me. They're landing right behind me. So oh god, there's one right there. Got him.
Let's say I saw the footsteps and I had no gun, so I ran in the opposite direction.
Finished him. Found his teammate. I'll get back here. Upstairs. Or not.
That's not teammate.
Huh. Not good. Footsteps. Outside.
There's teammate.
Another one back here. Possible bot.
He just kind of ran at us.
Ooh, twin hammers. Give me those. Oh, by the way, mark that for me also. Because that'll give you some more of your marks.
Nope. Okay. That does not heal you?
That is helpful. It's a self splash.
Right. The green mist made me think it healed you, but it doesn't.
No, it makes you invisible.
Okay.
Self splash.
Okay.
Oh, wing suit if you want it.
I'm good. That I will just die with that, so it's better if I don't have that.
Gunshots nearby. Golden. Oh god. Getting shot at, getting shot at, getting shot at.
Let's see where they're at.
Up top. Yep.
They got a wingsuit.
They grabbed. Oh, no, they didn't grab the wingsuit. They grabbed a wingsuit. Okay.
I don't know if they're on top of this building or if they went over it.
All I know is I've got to heal. Nope, they're still here. Second one in the building. Another one with you there too.
I got them both.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
They didn't kill Kenny. I don't want. Reboot van. That was close. Is there a reboot van here?
Don't think so.
There is.
Okay.
But it's a drivable one. I would have thought they would have took it with them. And it wasn't this one that was used. Because it would have been on a cooldown. Huh.
We got a boss icon coming towards us.
Not really. Kind of just moving around.
Okay. It looked like they were going down the road for a second towards us.
It actually might not be a player. Because it moved a little bit and then stopped. I don't think it is. I think someone's now firing on that boss. Nope, it is. It's a player with it.
Okay, because they took off fast.
Yeah, because that's a team. There's a second one behind him.
Damn it. Missed.
Well, now they know where we're at. Or that's not a team. That's someone chasing another one. Because that one did not stop.
No. Granted, I didn't land a single shot on him, so he might have just didn't think I shot at him.
They still would have heard the gunshot. What the heck? Why can I not jump up there? Going for the crate. This will probably be my death, but huh. Yeah, screw it. I started to second guess when I saw the gunshots right there, and then I was like, whatever. That's got to be a team. Because they're staying too close.
I think that's the person I was shooting at.
It was.
That must be the boss of
First
a
they were separate. At first they were separate enough that I didn't think they were a team. Especially when they didn't turn around to try to just take us down. They're fixing to try to drop out of the boss, though. Gunshots. What's bad is we still got them behind us, so I don't.
Oh,
Ooh.
gunshots.
Yeah, enough. If you're gonna take pot shots, at least hit.
I saw the trail, so I knew immediately where to look. I was like, oh, hi, you.
Someone's got a lightning gun. Whoa! Okay. I'm down. They're up. Up there.
Ah, shit. I couldn't hit. Didn't help. I could barely see him. Was basically just aiming where the gunshot, where I saw the trail coming from, because I could not see them themselves.
Way out there.
Yeah. For some reason, when I pull up
You
the
know, I'm
map,
probably landing up the city. Right.
the reason I pull up the map, it looks like the storm's across the entire map. Thanks, game.
Oh, cool.
That's not accurate at all. Yeah. One. Oh, there they are.
One, two. Two that I can see.
Physically see the one. Or, nope, I see two.
They're
One's
coming
higher
in
than
behind me.
There's at least three of them there.
Yep. One down. All the way down. And another one. Next. Get back here, Chief. You're going nowhere.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. 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 Need help. Need help. Mistakes have been made. Okay. Got it. Oh. I ran out of shotgun ammo at the worst possible time. So I was like, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, anyone else want to try this? Anyone at all? Footsteps on me. I guess you're nearby.
Yeah, finally caught up.
Okay, swap you out. Swap you out. Tried to use this shield potion for the second time. Footsteps on me again. Someone coming in. No. Paid it for you, but you ain't getting away that easy. There's 2 more people right outside. Because they were getting, that one was getting shot at, or getting shot nearby. Oh, hi. Hi. About that. Again, guys,
Stairs
if you're
on the
gonna
right.
shoot me. Again, guys, if you're gonna shoot me, make sure you hit. Because when you miss, I am gonna turn around and lay into you. Alright, now we're talking. Now I've got some setup. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to use this. You are outside the circle.
Alright.
How are you not taking damage?
I'm taking damage.
Okay, it's just doing a crappy job at showing me that then.
Alright, everybody, you have a good night. I was trying to get the buried chest so I could get gold. Maybe recruit a friend.
How much gold do you need? Because I've got a good bit of it.
I got 1,000 basically off that, so should be fine.
I've got 1,400, is why I said I got a good bit. I've just been more concerned with, you know, everyone else that has came and shot at us.
Mm-hmm.
We still got chests in here. I think the Deadeye's better than the Enforcer, if I remember right.
That sounds right.
Blue twin hammers. I said blue twin hammers. Thanks, game. You were showing me the blue twin hammers, and you still made me pick up the shield potion sitting right beside them. Thanks, game. Definitely need more shotgun shells. We are still going to be in circle.
Yep.
Well, depending on where we go, we're still going to be in circle. Let me rephrase that.
Sorry.
Because I'm fixing to be outside the circle. I didn't realize it was closing. Thought we still had a little bit of time. We can drive you, right? Yes. Hi.
Hi.
I can't believe that worked, actually. Also, I'm trying to get the travel distance in a single vehicle one. And I'm trying to destroy as many chests as possible. I missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let me know when you get the travel distance one.
I was a little over halfway there.
Because I just finished it for mine.
Got mine.
Okay.
On the right.
Ditch it. They're in the city there. To your left, they were taking a reboot van. Someone threw a grenade.
I think that was teammate. They're going left.
There's still a team up there. You're lucky that I spotted that.
Wingsuit coming in on the right.
Two of them going right. They're the ones we just shot at, though. And by we, I mean mostly me, but... They didn't take the reboot van far? What?
Oh, God. They're on the rooftops over here. They saw me.
Good effort, my dude. What, you don't want to poke out and do it again? Do it again. Wingsuits.
I'm not the only one taking pot shots at him.
We need to be going. Unless you're wanting to take that team.
I would say move. Oh.
Oh my god, all he's got to be done is hit a few more times because he doesn't realize that I was shooting him. I busted his shield before you even got a chance to turn and shoot him. But he was looking at you the entire time.
Right?
Gotta be them with the wing suits. Water. I can't believe I hit him with one of those shots that far away. Someone took the reboot van. Again. Oh god, there's 10 people left.
Well, they're gonna get pushed to us eventually.
We're right on top of someone.
Pretty sure I dropped his teammate. He's in the building.
We're right around everyone, by the way. We've got people on the side over here.
Dropped one.
Nice. Second one.
Wingsuit went over our heads. They're running.
We've got to be moving too. Footsteps.
Somebody's rebooting. Oh, I got it midair.
Oh boy. This is not good. I got this. I got this. I got this. It's fine. It's fine. I've got this. That shouldn't have worked. That should not have worked. That was dumb of me. That was really dumb. We've got a boss character, a boss player coming over this hill.
They're nearly dead.
His health bar popped up.
Yeah, he's nearly dead. Unless he healed.
I think he did. Oh, not again. Someone took a pot shot at you. Good news is they got to come towards us. It was behind us.
At the tree. Ow! Reboot van coming in. Watch it. Ah.
That was the teammate.
I backed out.
Ah.
swap over or swap to something else?
We can go ahead and swap over.
Alright.
Just going through all the stuff to climb.
Mm-hmm. Alright, got the dashboard and all that updated.
All right. Should be ready.
All right, and I'll take the stream now. We'll be right back with TGSR for the week, folks. Stay tuned.